Welcome to Forgotten Tales, where we journey deep into the mysteries of ancient history and timeless legends. Today, we unravel the story of the Battle of Troy, one of the most enduring sagas from the ancient world. For millennia, people have wondered, did this great city fall as Homer described, or is it simply a tale crafted by the imagination of a poet? Join us as we explore the facts behind the legend, peeling back the layers of myth to discover the truth of a city that has captured the hearts and minds of storytellers for centuries. Troy, or Ilium as it was known in ancient times, was situated on the northwest coast of what is now Turkey, near the Dardanelles. This city, once thought to be purely fictional, was rediscovered in the 19th century. Heinrich Schliemann, a German archaeologist, unearthed its remains, proving that the city Homer spoke of might have been more than just a figment of imagination. Schliemann's discovery ignited interest worldwide, revealing a place where layers of history are stacked like pages in an ancient book. Archaeological excavations revealed 9 different cities built on top of one another, each with its own story to tell. Among them, Troy VII, dated to around the 12th century BCE, stands out as a potential candidate for the legendary city described by Homer. This layer shows evidence of fire, destruction, and defensive walls, which has led many to believe that it could be the Troy that faced the wrath of the Greek armies. Yet the ruins hold their secrets tightly, and scholars continue to debate whether this is the city that gave rise to one of the greatest stories ever told. The Iliad, attributed to the blind poet Homer, immortalizes the events of the Trojan War. But is it a factual account or a poetic invention? Homer's epic begins not with the clash of armies, but with a divine dispute, a beauty contest among the goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Paris, a prince of Troy, is chosen as the judge, and his decision to award the prize to Aphrodite sets in motion a chain of events that will change the fate of 2 great civilizations. As a reward, Aphrodite promises Paris the love of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. But Helen is already married to Menelaus, the king of Sparta. When Paris takes Helen to Troy, it ignites a conflict that brings together heroes from all corners of the Greek world. King Agamemnon, the brother of Menelaus, leads a coalition of Greek forces across the Aegean Sea to lay siege to Troy, seeking to reclaim Helen and restore their honor. For the ancient Greeks, this was more than just a story of love and betrayal. It was a tale of heroism, honor, and the power of fate. Central to this narrative are the heroes of the war. Achilles, the mightiest of the Greeks, known for his near-invincible strength and his fateful vulnerability, and Hector, the noble defender of Troy, who fights not just for glory, but to protect his home and family. These characters, with their flaws and virtues, embody the ideals of a heroic age, an era where the destinies of men and cities were intertwined with the whims of the gods. Achilles, driven by pride and anger, becomes one of the most compelling figures in this story. His refusal to fight after a dispute with Agamemnon, and his eventual return to the battlefield following the death of his close friend Patroclus, creates a powerful narrative arc that captures the themes of rage, grief, and the search for immortality through deeds. On the other side stands Hector, whose courage and sense of duty make him a tragic hero. He knows that Troy may fall, yet he continues to fight, bound by honor and love for his family. The Trojan War is not just a human struggle. The gods themselves play a crucial role in shaping its outcome. Athena, goddess of wisdom, sides with the Greeks, while Apollo supports the Trojans. Zeus, the king of the gods, tries to maintain a balance, but even he is bound by the inexorable power of fate. The intervention of these divine beings reflects the ancient Greeks' worldview, where the lines between the mortal and the divine are blurred, and where human lives are often seen as pieces on a cosmic chessboard. After 10 long years of siege, the war reaches a stalemate. The Greeks have laid waste to the lands around Troy, yet the city itself remains impregnable. Its towering walls, said to have been built by the gods Poseidon and Apollo, stand strong against the relentless Greek onslaught. The conflict drags on, with neither side able to deliver the final blow. It is a war of attrition, wearing down both armies as they grapple with the hardships of prolonged conflict. Desperation breeds cunning, and it is Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, who devises a plan to end the siege. The Greeks construct a giant wooden horse, hollowed out to conceal a select group of warriors inside. Leaving the horse as a supposed offering of peace, the Greek army feigns retreat, sailing away from the shores of Troy. Believing that the war is finally over, the Trojans bring the wooden horse into their city, celebrating what they think is a victory and the end of their suffering. But as night falls and the city of Troy lies in a deep slumber, the Greek soldiers hidden inside the horse emerge, opening the gates for their comrades who have returned under the cover of darkness. The Greek army pours into the city, and chaos ensues. Troy, the proud and ancient city, is sacked, its palaces burned, and its people slaughtered or taken into slavery. King Priam, the ruler of Troy, is killed as he seeks refuge in his palace, and the hopes of the Trojan people are extinguished. The story does not end with the fall of Troy. For the Greeks, their victory is bittersweet. Achilles, their greatest warrior, has been killed by Paris before the fall, struck down by an arrow guided by the hand of Apollo. The Greeks face the wrath of the gods for their desecration of the city, and many of them never see their homes again, wandering the seas in search of redemption. Odysseus's long journey home, immortalized in Homer's Odyssey, becomes another epic tale of hardship and endurance, while Aeneas, a surviving Trojan prince, is said to carry the remnants of his people to the shores of Italy, where his descendants will one day found Rome. While the historicity of the Trojan War remains uncertain, its influence on Western culture is undeniable. The story of Troy has been retold through countless generations, inspiring poets, playwrights, and artists. Its themes of love, loss, and the tragic flaws of heroes resonate across time, reminding us of the timeless nature of human stories. The idea of a great city falling due to both human and divine factors has captured the imagination of generations, serving as a reminder of the fragility of human ambition and the enduring power of storytelling. The ancient Greeks saw in the story of Troy a reflection of their own values and struggles. The tales of honor, courage, and fate offered a way to make sense of a world where life could be unpredictable and the gods could be capricious. Even today, the story of Troy speaks to our fascination with the past and our desire to find meaning in the ancient tales handed down through the centuries. The Battle of Troy, a tale that straddles the line between history and myth, leaves us with more questions than answers. What parts of the story are grounded in reality, and which are the embellishments of ancient poets? How much of this tale is based on a real conflict, and how much has been transformed through centuries of storytelling? As we continue to uncover the mysteries of our past, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you believe about the story of Troy? Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Battle of Troy. In our next episode, we explore the world of the Amazons, fierce warrior women who defied the norms of their time. Were these legendary fighters real figures, or simply mythological symbols of power and freedom? Join us as we dive into the myths and mysteries surrounding the Amazons and search for the truth behind the legends. And as always, if you enjoyed this journey through time, hit the like button, share this video with fellow history lovers, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Forgotten Tales. Until next time, remember, history is full of stories waiting to be uncovered, stories that blur the line between myth and reality.